What's up, folks? Boy Naptown Born coming back at you once again. Talk about some of the undercards coming up tonight. Caballero versus Litzau. That is probably Celestino Caballero is one of the most underrated fighters at the lower weight divisions right now. He can't seem to get a fight with the two people who should be fighting him, which is Gamboa and Wanma. Caballero, or Caballero, is it Caballero? Let's go with Caballero. Sounds better for some reason. He can't get a fight. He can't get a good fight with the two guys that should be fighting him, like I said. They're avoiding him, flat out. I think he's deserved a shot for a minute now, a hot minute. And moving up to fight Litzau is all good and all. So, I mean, let's face it, it's only because he's not getting a fight at the weight where he wants to get a fight. And unfortunately, he could lose tonight. Could. Now, as far as the main event's concerned, I've already done my vid on that. You guys know I'm picking Katsidis, whatever, by knockout in the 6th round. Yeah, that's what I'm picking. We're not going to go over that again. You want to check out that? I got the prediction vid still up. I don't take shit down. But Celestino Caballero and Jason Litzau. It's a good matchup. Litzau has this problem, so does Caballero. I think out of the two, Caballero is the better boxer, but is he going to be able to hang at the higher weights? Is he going to be able to hang when he's not so much taller than the other guys? I mean, those are the questions that are going to get answered tonight. I personally think he can, but I think this fight is going to be a lot closer and a lot tougher than what people may be giving credit to it. I mean, I'm not sure. I haven't seen much videos on the subject, and actually lately I've only been watching a few videos at a time. Been busy. It's the holidays. You know how it goes. So I'm just catching up now. But I haven't seen a whole lot about Celestino Caballero and Jason Litzau. I think men take bubble baths. Julian Foster, D-Style. I think those are the three that I've seen. There's probably more. I'm not trying to pretend like I've seen everybody's video, but I even saw a pick for Litzau in the fantasy contest, if I'm remembering correctly, and it might be D-Styles. Anyway, if somebody's picking Litzau to win, they have every reason to pick Litzau to win. He's a very strong competitor. He's a very good boxer. He has his flaws, like I've said. He can get hit and fall down. I don't think he's going to hold up to the best of them. But Celestino Caballero is a guy who's moving up in weight, and this favors Litzau. It favors him because it's going to be Caballero's first time up at this weight. He's not going to be the tall man as he's been used to being the tall man. He's not going to have that advantage this time. He still throws a lot of punches and can be fairly accurate. Now, though, a lot of those punches I don't see landing with a whole lot of steam behind them. But that's neither here nor there. It'll win him rounds. His activity level will win him rounds. Litzau doesn't have an output like Caballero does. That being said, Caballero has sort of the same weakness as Paul Williams. He's open. Caballero's defense is a little bit, well, it's noticeably better than, say, Paul Williams, who uses his offense as a defense, but I'm not going to get into that right now. It's a little bit more solid, and by being a little bit more solid defensively, he's not going to get hit with those huge cracking shots that Litzau might throw. He might get hit with a couple of them, but I think if I'm picking based on skill and leaving everything out, I would pick Caballero, but it's really hard. I'm going with Caballero to win by decision, I think. I can't remember my fantasy picks. I don't really fucking feel like looking them up right now, even though it'd be really easy. But and some of them I've been going back and forth on, but the picks are already in, so we'll see. Like with Carl Froch and Arthur Abraham. been going back and forth about that one too. But Caballero versus Litzau, I think, is going to be an exciting, good fight. Caballero brings action. Litzau brings it too. Wasn't it Litzau fought Rocky Juarez? Yeah. He's not. Litzau is not a grade A fighter, and Caballero is only a grade A fighter at the one weight class below, the one he's coming from. So we don't know anything about him at this weight yet, or whether or not it's going to affect him at all. I'm picking Caballero to win. Now that all that random rambling is out of the way, Andre Berto, Freddie Hernandez. I'm picking Berto to win by knockout. But like strike cards, I feel everybody has a shot against Berto. I'm not going to go so far as to call him a bum. He's obviously not a bum. He's undefeated. Now, whether you thought he lost to Collazo or not, it's kind of beside the point. That was a pretty close fight. I had Berto actually winning, and I watched it twice, and I had him winning. I think I had to go back. I don't think I saw it right away live. I think I actually went back when it was on demand or something and watched it. But I had Berto winning. Close, by like a point or two. But that's neither here nor there. Freddie Hernandez is not Collazo. And Berto's fierceness and his willingness to be aggressive is going to win him this fight and get him the KO. I'm fairly positive about it. All right, moving on. Man, I don't know. I just wanted to put a vid out. We know what to fucking talk about. I know I didn't break down Litzau well enough for you guys, but in my head, I just see him as the opponent. I know that's not right, but I just see him as the opponent. Let's just sit here and stare at each other for a while. It would freak everybody out if I just did a whole video just like this. Maybe my next prediction for Carl Frost and Arthur Abraham, I'm just half an hour more. Peace.